When Pope Francis visited us in the Philippines in January of 2015, I was assigned as the chairman of the Physical Arrangement Committee. I remember when we were being given an orientation by an advanced party from the Vatican, the papal representative laid down in very clear terms the expectations of Pope Francis. He said, "The Pope does not want to be treated like a rock star. He wants the visit to be focused not on himself, but on the one whom he represents and on his message, Jesus and his mercy and compassion." Instead of displaying tarps with big pictures of himself all over Metro Manila, he preferred a simple logo that actually prepared us for the Year of Mercy that he declared a few months later. The one with two concentric circles, an outer blue circle symbolizing the Father's open arms, welcoming and embracing the inner red circle symbolizing the prodigal son in the Lucan parable. And the theme, mercy and compassion, written below the logo. In today's gospel, you would understand where Pope Francis is getting his inspiration from Jesus himself. If there was one thing that was always clear to Jesus and which he seemed consistently resolute about, it was his sense of purpose. "For this purpose I have been sent," he said in the gospel. St. Luke tells us Jesus cured Peter's mother-in-law. And then the old woman got up and started serving them, meaning the healing was not for its own sake. It was so that she could continue her life's purpose, which was to welcome guests and to serve at table. What do you want good health for anyway, if you don't have a purpose in life? What do you want to earn money for? What do you want good education for? What do you prefer a long life to a short life for? Well, more important than a long life is a life that is worth living. Look, Jesus lived his earthly life only for 33 years. 33 years only. I'm already 61 years old, just about half my age. His public ministry lasted for only 3 years. I'm already 37 years in the ministry. And yet, in such a short time, here we are, 2,000 years later, we're still celebrating his life, still emulating his example, still remembering his words, still following his way. The last part of the gospel makes it clear to us how Jesus himself kept himself focused in his life's mission through prayer. No matter how busy he was, the Gospels tell us he always found time to pray. Luke tells us that his favorite time of prayer was at daybreak, meaning very early in the morning. It was like a regular routine for Jesus to wake up early in the morning, to go into solitude in some deserted place in order to ground himself in the Father's will to nurture his interior life. No wonder he could not be distracted by the evil one. In the gospel, Jesus tells us the demons whom he expelled tried to name him. And as they were expelled, they cried out, shouting, "You are the Son of God." But he silenced them. He did not allow them to name him because he did not want them to have power over him. You know, the devil is a master of flattery. I've told you several times, remember the temptation story, how he kept repeating to Jesus, "Don't you know who you are? You're the Son of God. You have prerogatives." The strategy of Satan is to get ourselves focused on ourselves. He's an expert in ego massage. Well, Luke tells us everyone was looking for Jesus as he was praying. And when they found him, they tried to prevent him from leaving them. I could imagine the devil speaking through them. "Hey, Jesus, why will you leave this place? You already have a big following. You're very popular here already. Don't you see? People like you very much." In today's social media language, you would say he was trending or getting viral. But what does he say to them in reply? "I have to go to other towns and proclaim the good news to them too." He chooses not to rest on his laurels, not to indulge in all the attention that was being given to him by those who idolized him. It was his way of saying to his disciples, "We're not here to build a fans club." You heard in our first reading, St. Paul himself was being provoked. And he was told, "Hey, Paul, there's someone here who's more popular than you. His name is Apollos." And Paul says, "We're not here to compete with each other." Well, Jesus too is saying the same thing. We're here to seek out the last, the least, and the lost. Those who are longing to hear the good news that the reign of God is here already. Let us keep ourselves focused only on our purpose.